If you've been watching this channel for a while, you know that I have a fondness for cheap knives. So welcome to my new cheap knife challenge. So I'm prepping for the New Orleans Jazz Brunch. I'm making New Orleans style food. You know what? This knife cut's great. I gotta tell you, for $4, I'm really impressed with just how smooth the action is. You know, that raises a good question. What about the difference between price and appliances? Can a $700 range do what a $7,000 range can do? You know, the showroom is just around the corner. Let's go out there and take a quick tour and see what we can discover. Here's a great example of a budget option. This is a coil top range. Maybe you grew up with one of these. Maybe you have one now. They're pros. They're very easy to clean, and of course, they're very economically priced. However, they have no precision. So once they get hot, they stay hot forever. You really can't get a delicate temperature on one of these. For $500 though, you know, it does the trick. Heats food, keeps food warm, cooks stuff, you know, but I know there's better options. Let's go check out a mid-price. Walking through the showroom and I find the same range I have in my personal home. I'm really happy with this. That's under $1,200. It really has a lot of performance. This is a great mid-priced option. But let's go look at luxury options and see if we can get even more for the money. And that brings me to our Monogram display. Monogram appliances are the luxury division of GE, and you have fully featured appliances, high-powered burners, beautiful design. Gosh, I mean, this is something that I feel is restaurant quality, just beautiful. Induction, high-powered, really fun to cook on, a lot of control, a lot of power. You know what? Why don't we move this whole operation over to our friends at Total Floors? We have a Jazz Brunch coming, and I'm gonna be cooking some New Orleans Jazz Brunch favorites. So let's head on over and check it out. Welcome to Brunch and Brass. I'm Chef Mark. We're at Total Floors. We've got a 5-piece brass band. They're playing New Orleans music, and guess what? I get to pair some of my favorite New Orleans Jazz Brunch items with the music. So we're sharing food, we're sharing good times and laughs. You gotta check out this Total Floor showroom. It's amazing. They've got tile, they've got carpet, they got hardwood, they have furniture, they have lighting, and of course, they've got a full live kitchen. Let's go check it out. 96-inch column doors. Holy smokes. The hearth oven. I love this thing. Sorry, we're mid brunch, so the kitchen's crazy. 36-inch Pro range. One of my favorites, the Advanium. Push to open. Ooh, push to open range. Look at that. No handle, nice clean look. What's behind this door? A freezer. Quick menu review. We're searing off crab cakes. I've got bananas Fosters for French toast. And then we have chicken and grits. It's not very sexy to look at, but it's so delicious. And I'm doing chicken fricassee, which means mirepoix and Cajun seasoning and dark roux. And people are really enjoying the food. And the nice thing about these Monogram events is that people get to learn about the appliances and see them in action. And you know me with the hearth oven, it's not just for pizzas. Today I'm using it as a warming drawer, and I'm keeping my crab cakes warm. Got some seared scallops here. And the key to a great scallop is that it needs to be dry before you cook it so that you get the caramelization. We get that nice crust. I like to cook it in a nonstick pan. I know that's an unpopular opinion sometimes, but it really gives you, I feel, the best outcome. Very nice. Not sure how New Orleans this is, but I know it's delicious. Holy smokes, there must be 100 people here. I'm over in the cafe kitchen taking a quick break. Gonna have a little of this chicken fricassee with grits. In the meantime, let's hear from Kenneth from Monogram.
Hi, welcome to Total Floors. I'm Kenneth Miller with Monogram Luxury Appliances. As you can see behind me, you can see our new designer collection. We're having a great event. It's all about brass. We have a three-piece brass band because brass is Monogram's color. We talked about our three collections. We talked about the main focus areas of Monogram, like performance and materials and home ownership, and just having a great time out here. Great food, great people. Thank you.
Well, I got to tell you, that was an amazing event. I'd like to thank Monogram Appliances for helping sponsor this Jazz Brunch. And when it comes to quality of appliances, does spending more get you more? Well, I'll tell you what, when you're cooking for 100 people, I think so. Having the precision and capability to cook for this many people in real time, having beautiful, wonderful luxury appliances and spending more, I think will bring you more joy to your kitchen. But if all you can afford is a $4 knife or a $300 range, as long as it matches your lifestyle and it brings you joy when you turn it on and fits into your kitchen, and I don't know, when I look at my range, for some reason it always makes me smile. I think that's the important part. So regardless of how much you spend on your kitchen tools or your appliances, make sure they bring you joy. This is Chef Mark. Thanks again for tuning in.